Wow, would you look at that car? You know what they say, anything that's bright and red attracts the eyes. And tell you what, this 2020 Toyota Vios XLE actually attracts my eye. You know, it's probably the color red. But beyond that, unlike any other used or repossessed car, this Vios XLE has received the Automart Certified Used Vehicle seal of approval. Ever since the Toyota Vios came in the Philippine market in 2003, it instantly became a hit. Whenever you look around you or whenever you're on the road, just look at the amount of Vios around you. I mean, everywhere you look, there's a Vios right there, which is just a testament of how popular and how reliable and even how practical the Vios is for us Filipino families or for everyone who owned the Vios. Even actually you might have owned the Vios before, or you might have rode in a Vios before. So you actually know what I'm talking about. The Vios is smaller than the Corolla Altis, but it has a lower price and offers roomy accommodations for 5 people and cargo space at the back. At dahil Toyota, the Vios is reliable, durable, and fun to drive. So come to think of it, wala kang magiging masyadong problema dito sa Vios na ito. Dahil mura ang maintenance at madali pang hanapin ang pyesa. Mura, matipid at maasahan. Tatlo lamang ito sa mga words na pwede mong i-describe itong Vios na ito. Sa panahon ngayon, ang Vios ang isa sa mga pinakamatipid sa mga compact cars sa Pilipinas. Yung Vios 1.5 nga matipid na. Paano pa kaya itong Vios 1.3 na ito? The Toyota Vios XLE sits above the base J and XE variants. Meron siyang 15-inch alloy wheels at 4-beam halogen headlamps. Sa loob naman, meron itong audio control sa steering wheel, 7-inch touchscreen infotainment display with web link, and airbags for the driver and passenger. Meron din itong added knee airbags for safety. At hindi naman kataka-taka kung bakit ang linis at makinis ang loob ng Vios na ito. As part of the ACUV experience or Automart Certified Used Vehicle experience, we make sure that every car goes through full interior detailing. Isa ito sa mga advantages ng Automart Certified Used Vehicle compared sa mga used or repo cars. Bakit? Because every car that undergoes ACUV treatment goes through 176-point inspection and full interior and exterior detailing. We make sure that your oils are topped off and we make sure that the undercarriage is roadworthy so you won't have any problems and you'll have peace of mind. You know, if you come to think of it, you actually bought an almost brand new car. But of course, with a fraction of the price. And guys, tignan nyo naman yung trunk nitong Vios na to. Sobrang malinis at makinis. At meron kang 326 liters of cargo space. Isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit itong Vios ay popular sa ating merkado sa Pilipinas. This 2020 Toyota Vios XLE has a 1.3 4-cylinder engine with 98 horsepower and 91 pound-feet of torque. This Toyota Vios ACUV has a CVT automatic transmission, so it won't be a hassle for you everywhere you drive. Highway man o nasa gitna ka man ng EDSA traffic, it's gonna be a breeze. So tignan mo naman yung engine na ito. Every nook and cranny has been cleaned. Would you look at every angle? Parang pumulaut ka na talaga ng brand new na kotse galing sa kasa. Ang Automart Certified Used Vehicle or ACUV ay naiiba sa mga nakasanayan yung used or repo car. Ang ACUV ay may 1 year or 10,000 km warranty. Saan pa kayo nakita ng used car na may warranty? Solid, di ba? At hindi lang yun. Ang Automart Certified Used Vehicle or ACUV lang ang may 3-day return policy. Kapag binili mo itong kotse na ito, and for some reason, you didn't like something about it, you can return it to us within 3 days or 100 kilometers. Walang problema yon, and we'll refund you. Huwag mo lang ibalik ito na may gas-gas or any damages at all. Wala na kami dun. Insurance mo na ang sasagot dun. Ito pa isang advantage ng Automart Certified Used Vehicle. Dahil may pandemya ngayon at safety is priority, kami ang bahala na magdala ng unit na ito sa lugar ninyo. Pwede niyong i-test drive all you want ang unit na ito within the day. Okay, so right now we are test driving the 2020 Toyota Vios XLE Automatic. And upon entering this vehicle, the first thing that I notice is the field of view. You really get to see the road. There's nothing really obstructing about it. You've got this pillars right here, but they're thin enough and you can see the road very clearly. It's really almost brand new. Like, when upon entering this vehicle, I also noticed that look at the mileage. It's just 9,000 kilometers right now, and it hasn't even come up to the 10,000 major kilometer checkup maintenance service in the casa. You even notice this infotainment system, touchscreen infotainment system, and it still has a plastic on it, which is a testament that this vehicle is just really almost brand new, like you just pulled it out from the casa yourself. One thing that I noticed about this Vios is, yes, it is a mid-level trim of the Vios line, the XLE, but the features that I see inside of this interior is really amazing. When I touch the steering wheel, it feels a bit more premium than it should be, even though it's a mid-level range. You've got these accents, leather accents, and you've got these sort of like bolsterings or hand guides so that you feel more firm when you touch the steering wheel. There's a lot of accents in this dashboard. Like, for example, in the middle, you've got, of course, the infotainment system. It's really beautiful to have in this mid-level trim. It's touchscreen. And aside from that, you've got your thermostat controls, basic thermostat controls, your hazard signs. And then when you come down, you've got this lever for your automatic shifter. And you got those two cup holders right there. You've got cup holders on all of your doors right here, and as well as the center console. You have these power windows right here, automatic locks. You've got this electronic and automatic control system for your adjusting your side mirrors outside. When I feel the dashboard, it sort of feels like a leather finish, but it's not really leather, it's plastic. But still, this design is good to have in this mid-level trim. So we've touched on the interior features from the driver's point of view upon driving this Vios XLE. And right now, let's touch on the my driving impressions of this Vios XLE. Or upon, cornering or turning around intersections, it feels really light. The steering feels really light, and it's different from the other sedans that I drove. So you won't have a problem when it comes to driving this thing around, daily driving it, because it's just easy to drive. I mean, look, I can just steer it using one hand, by the way. The ride comfort of this car is really amazing. Like the suspension, when you go around the corners, you feel like you're really stable. The suspension and the undercarriage of this car grabs the ground, grabs the road. So really, you feel secure when driving this car. I also noticed that the brakes are really responsive, which is really good. I mean, it's really almost brand new. You just got 9,000 kilometers. So you expect the features and the driving of this car to be really just the way you pull it out from casa. When it comes to fuel efficiency, this Vios actually has a 1.3 engine. Yes, it's a 1.3, so that means this Vios is really fuel efficient. Which is another point when it comes to daily driving it. A car has to be fuel efficient. So right now, we're in a straightaway. So you know what that means. I'm gonna test how this Vios XLE accelerates. So let's see that. Okay, so it's not that really powerful. I mean, you don't really need a fast car to daily drive it. But it's good that it launches the way you want it when you want to overtake. So, in my opinion, this Vios is a really good buy for me. It's really value for money. Why? Because 1, it's easy to drive. 2, it's fuel efficient. And 3, yes, you got this 5-seating arrangement inside, which is really enough when you have a small family or you're just driving alone, commuting from work. Small enough to get around traffic, to make it easier for you to go around, basically. You're never gonna be disappointed by this car because, as I said in the review, the Vios was introduced here in the Philippines since 2003, and through the years it has undergone several changes to make it more appealing to the eyes, to make it more practical for its consumers. So above everything that I've said, is another plus factor of this car is it's under Automart Certified Used Vehicles. And you might ask what ACUV is. And ACUV is basically used cars that we actually repair and detail. So yes, that's one of the things that I actually noticed about this car. Everything inside the interior is really clean. Spot on. You don't really see any dirt. Everything has been sanitized. Even when you look at under the hood or even in the undercarriage of this car, everything is clean. Everything is checked out. Oils have been topped up. You won't worry about anything. All you have to do when you buy this car is to pull it out, because we made sure that this vehicle has undergone inspections. We made sure it's flood-free. We made sure it's problem-free. You don't have to think about any repairs or breaking down of the car while you're driving it. So basically, it's hassle-free. This 2020 Toyota Vios XLE is waiting for its next owner. At ito ang mga advantages ng Automart Certified Used Vehicles. 1 year or 10,000 km warranty. Apart from the standard factory warranty, walang hassle, walang sakit sa ulo. 3-day love it or hate it return policy. Freshly detailed exterior and interior. Test drive with free delivery para safe na safe. At 176-point checklist. Gas and go ba? Ito na yun. And of course, we'd like to thank our friends over at Late Apex Autoworks located in Antipolo City. They were the ones who took care of this car, detailed the car interior and exterior, and made sure that everything under the car and within the engine is ready for its next owner. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe in our Automart YouTube channel to keep updated in our latest used car reviews as well as car DIY maintenance videos. Make sure to also like and follow our Automart Facebook page linked down below. Basta used and repossessed cars, i-Automart na yan.